Hey, it's a Drunk Tank podcast every Wednesday night from the makers of RVB. We got Jeff, Bernie, Gus, and Jack too. It's the RT podcast coming at you. It's the Drunk Tank podcast. It's the Drunk Tank podcast. Gus is a nerd, Jeff likes dudes, Bernie is the man, and Jack is fat. It's the Drunk Tank podcast. It's the Drunk Tank podcast. It's a podcast.
Like he said, it's a podcast.
So I guess Freddie Mercury recorded that before he died? Then? That's crazy.
It was a great impersonation we had there.
Man.
But yeah, that was not Freddie Mercury, I don't think.
No. Hey, speaking of Freddie Mercury, he was dead, by the way. I hope that's not a spoiler.
And you have his mustache right now.
I have his fucking mustache right now.
And you have his AIDS.
And I had his AIDS. I beat the AIDS, but guess what happened to me, dude?
What happened?
You know, I think we talked about it briefly, but Griffin and I got robbed, like Jack style, a couple weeks ago.
You got jacked.
We got jacked. And interestingly enough, Jack got a brand new computer and a TV that looks a lot like our old TV. But I mean to ask him about that. I had to grow this mustache because we were doing reshoots on something that required me to have a mustache. I'm not going to say what it is or what the project is or any of that, but I was required by the company to grow a mustache for a shoot, so I did.
Company mandate.
Company mandate. So then I happily shaved the mustache, and unfortunately, we had to do reshoots, so I was required to regrow the mustache, which I hate. And people keep calling me a pedophile, which I get because I don't. It's not my scene, the mustache. And so we do our reshoots on I guess Monday, and then so Tuesday morning I get up and I'm like, thank God, right before I go to work I'm gonna shave off this hideous mustache. And I go into my closet to discover that on top of everything else I own that was stolen from me, the thieves stole my razor.
Was it like a straight razor or an electric?
Yeah, they stole my razors and my clippers. Like my hair clippers.
That's gross, dude.
No, they're gross. It's just like hair clippers full of my hair.
Maybe they're trying to make a Jeff clone, and it's like that's like the whole robbery.
Well, they have enough hair to make a Jeff army. But like, how fucking demoralizing is it to wake up and go to shave and realize that you don't even like they took that from me too. On top of everything else they stole from me, they took my ability to get rid of this mustache.
Speaking.
No, think of it as they gave you a mustache.
Yeah, I guess. So they took everything from me and gave me a mustache I don't want. Yeah. Which, thanks, guys.
Speaking of your mustache, somebody today on the site asked me if you were mad at me.
Because of the mustache?
Yeah, they were like, what's with Jeff's mustache? Is he mad at you?
Man,
that's really funny.
Sucks. Luckily, the Austin Police Department has their crack investigative team on the case. After we got robbed, I called the cops, and I reported it to the police department, and I said, are you guys going to come dust or for fingerprints or anything? And the lady in the phone goes, no. And I was like, oh, okay, well, what should I do? And she's like, we put it in the system. Here's your case number. You'll get a call in 24 hours. And I go, okay, great. And she's like, a detective will be, assigned to the case. And, somebody from CSI Austin will be assigned to the case. And they will contact you within 24 hours. And so I'm feeling pretty good about that. And then 24 hours go by, I don't hear anything. And then 48 hours go by, and I don't hear anything. And I think, well, I'm sure there's a lot of crimes out there, so maybe they're just a little backed up. But after 2.5 days, I call them back just to be like, hey, just checking in on things. And they go, oh, yeah, you were assigned to detective so-and-so. That's not his real name, by the way. I'm protecting his identity.
So valiant.
Yeah, and so detective so-and-so, they give me his number, and so I call, he's not there, so I leave detective so-and-so a message, and I wait 2 days, and I don't hear back from detective so-and-so, so I call and leave another message, and I don't hear back from him, and instead I get a letter in the mail from detective so-and-so, a form letter, by the way, that's not even actually signed by him, it actually has his stamped signature on it, that says, hey, detective so-and-so here, I'm really, really busy these days, so I don't have time to talk to you. Like, literally, I don't have time to actually talk to you on the phone. So just email me everything that was stolen, and we'll take care of it. And I go, okay. So I emailed the details of the case and everything that was stolen. Didn't hear back for 3 or 4 days. So I sent a second email that was like, hey, just want to make sure you got the first email, Detective so-and-so. The case is cold at this point, I'm afraid.
It's gone from CSI Austin to cold case.
Yeah, so like we moved into the cold case. We're going to be in basic cable before I know it. And so 2 days later, I get an email back, which is a very reassuring email from Detective so-and-so that says, Mr. Ramsey, I have received your emails.
Nice.
And that's it. No thanks, or we're working on it. Have a nice day. I'm sorry about your loss. No pretense that we give a shit in any way whatsoever. Just, I have received your emails. I'm not going to do anything with them. I'm just letting you know I received them.
He's probably too busy out giving traffic tickets.
Yeah.
Austin fucking loves giving traffic tickets. Hate investigating crimes, though.
I'm actually kind of been surprised by that because based on the cop experience I've had with being pulled over and handed tickets, I thought that they were very proactive. But I guess that's the only thing that they're focused on.
Yeah, they're totally focused on giving young women traffic tickets.
I know.
They're not interested in helping dudes with creepy mustaches
I should
recover their lost
I should have
items.
told them the dudes that stole my stuff sped away in a school zone.
Yeah, while texting on a cell phone.
Yeah, while texting on a cell phone. Then they'd have helicopters out looking for them.
Man. It's funny, and I'm not that. I hear from girls and everyone who knows a girl that girls don't get traffic tickets. All you have to do is like bat your eyelashes or cry a little bit about something. I've never ever gotten out of a traffic. If I get pulled over, it's like, okay, I know they're going to throw the book at me. I don't know what it is. Like I'm just not. I don't know that charm.
Do you think it might be like that they pull you over and they roll down the window and you've got like more tattoos than them and a giant piercing and they're like,
I always forget that I even have.
You might be a little intimidating.
They're scared of you, so they give you a ticket. It's like when the elementary school boys have a crush on a girl, they like push her down and they run away and then they hit her.
That's my mom always told me that the boys are intimidated by me. That's why I never got asked out. So you're probably right.
Yeah, that's what, like, the cops are all scared. They like throw a ticket in the window, like, and they run back to their car and speed off. It's like, I hope she calls me.
You're just too pretty.
Yeah, so that's what it is. But the funny thing about the tattoos and piercings, once you have them, you forget you have them. Like I've mellowed out a lot in my old age, I guess. I used to be a little bit more hardcore with dressing or like music I listened to or whatever. And now I feel so conservative in comparison to what I was at like 19 that it surprises me that anyone still thinks of me in any way that's not just like, I don't know, like boring woman at the grocery store.
Boring suburbanite.
Yeah.
That's certainly how I think of you. But that's what I'm into, so it's a perfect relationship for me.
Before we get too far away from the beginning of the podcast, I had a quick retraction or correction to make.
Shit.
After I talked about...
Can I say, wait, real fast, can I set this up?
What's that?
Is this the first ever retraction we've done on the podcast?
I think Bernie's retracted something once.
Oh, has he? So this is retraction number 2.
Yeah. I was talking about global income and U.S. income taxes.
Sure.
I had that spiel about it. So after the podcast, I got an email from someone who said that if you live overseas and are a U.S. citizen, if you live overseas 330 days or more in a 12-month period, you can claim a foreign earned income exclusion.
Foreign earned income exclusion.
So you get taxed less.
But, that's cool.
Up to a certain cap. There's a whole bunch of details. This isn't a financial podcast, so that's all I'm going to say about it. I'll link it so you can see if you're overseas and care about it at all. Which you probably aren't.
There you go.
But you still have to pay taxes. They're just reduced.
Depends on how much money you earn, and you know how taxes are. It's a fucking formula. You have to call Einstein through the time traveling phone.
And, taxes are great.
To you. But yeah, I just wanted to get that out there. Just wanted to throw it out there because they were very vocal about it. I guess we all heard the big iTunes announcement yesterday that they got the Beatles catalog on iTunes finally.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the Revelation CD. No, yeah, I guess Beatles came out yesterday too. Unfortunate timing for them.
Yeah,
so guys.
I mean, it seems like that would have been a big deal a few years ago, but it seems like people, they're kind of excited about it. But I don't know why there was such a big hype, pre-announcement, and then
do you know
announcement over
why? I was reading. I always assumed that they didn't want to go to digital because of fighting between rights issues with Yoko and Paul, and I think Ringo owns 3 songs, and then the Jackson estate, and Blanket is the richest dude in the world now. But I always assumed that it was rights issues or the Metallica attitude where they just don't want to have their stuff online.
I thought it was the Apple name.
Or the Apple name. But apparently what it all boiled down to, I read a little blurb about it this morning, is they were still selling so many CDs. They're the only people in the world still selling CDs at a great pace. They wanted to let the CD cycle run through and make as much money as they possibly could before they started going into digital sales.
Interesting. So now this is the time. 2010's the end.
So I guess they've hit the tail and they're ready to ramp up. Funny, I looked it up yesterday. You can buy the Beatles box set, which has 300 songs on it, for $150, and I can understand. I mean, I don't like the Beatles. I like one song, Golden Slumbers, and the rest of it I could kind of give a shit about. And I mean, I don't dislike it. I don't dislike the Beatles. I can enjoy listening to them, but I would never like choose to listen to the Beatles except for that one song. But I almost bought the $150 box set just because it was like, oh, this is everything they ever did for $150.
Yeah.
Why not? And I was like, wait a minute, you don't want this. But I was like this close to buying it.
I'm looking at the iTunes chart right now, and that box set is number 11 on top albums.
Yeah.
And they have number 7, 8, and 9.
You know, I'm kind of with you on the Beatles. Like, I don't know. I think I'm kind of sick of hearing about them, honestly. And I'm kind of like, everyone's like, oh, the greatest band of all time, blah, blah, blah. And like, get really up in arms about it. But we were doing this thing the other night where we were listening to, I don't know where you found a link, but it was all of the top songs of like every year. So like,
oh yeah,
the best-selling song.
We went
year.
through like the top 10 Billboard hits of each year from like 1974 to like 82.
Yeah. And that was actually pretty interesting because we were listening to it and like you hear the year before, like the which Beatles song was it?
It was like we heard like a Captain and Tennille song, and then the next year was like Hey Jude, and you're like, oh okay, I get it.
Yeah, like
there was nothing.
There was nothing else.
Yeah, it's like holy shit, no, yeah,
it's a big deal.
It definitely, and I don't mean to. I'm not lambasting or talking shit about the Beatles. I understand.
Or Captain Tennille.
Or Captain Tennille. They have a prolific body of work that's like unsurpassed, except for maybe Jay-Z, and who's had 10 number one. He's had more number one albums than anyone else in history. Yeah, that you like when you put it in context with listening to the other music that was out in that time, you understand. Like when you think of oldies, you think of like the 60s, you lump the entire decade into like 20 songs, you know?
Right.
But
there's a lot of crap in there.
There was so much crap in there, and you could look and you could be like, the Beatles would have like, I don't know, Hey Jude or Yesterday or one of those songs, and then songs 2 through 6 were just atrocious. And you realize, wow, they really were head and shoulders above everyone else at that time.
But at the same time, like, I think maybe we can all move on. It's like 2010. Like, there's been a lot of things since then. We can all like, yeah, the Beatles are great. Let's talk about something else.
Before this podcast, what comments do you think you made that generated the most hate mail for you? Because I think you probably are going to break that record.
But I'm not being anti-Beatles. I have no problem with the Beatles. It's just not for me.
No.
There's that saying. I don't know if you ever heard it when I was growing up. That was like. There are two kinds of people in the world, those people who like the Beatles and the people who like the Rolling Stones. And which one are you? I'm neither. And I've never been either.
I thought it was the Beatles and Elvis.
Is that the Beatles and Elvis? I've never heard that one.
Wasn't that Pulp Fiction?
I don't know. I've always heard Beatles and Stones, like if you like rock and roll. And I will say that song Golden Slumbers I think is awesome. Really, really awesome. And I like how the three songs weave together, you know, kind of like Modest Mouse does. And I'm sure hugely influential to like every artist out there right now. The Beatles were. It's just not for me, you know.
All right.
Yeah. I'm not trying to be negative or anti-Beatles. I don't want to. I made a fucking joke in an Achievement Hunter video about a month ago. We were doing Jack and I were doing some Easter eggs in Fallout New Vegas, and they were the Monty Python Easter eggs. And I made a joke about how the Easter eggs were almost as overhyped as fucking Monty Python themselves, because I personally don't find Monty Python funny. That got me a lot of hate mail, dude.
So you hate anything from the UK, is what I'm gathering here.
Not at all, dude. Not at all. Absolutely not. I love every punk band to come out of the UK. Right. I love Amy Winehouse. And the people are like, you just don't understand British humor. I love British humor, dude. I grew up with Benny Hill. That dude's the best. Way better than Monty Python.
Okay.
Faulty Towers? Love it. Doctor Who? Love it.
Are you being served?
I never got into Are You Being Served? Red Dwarf? Love it.
Okay. All right. I feel like you're very.
But that's the most hate mail I've ever received. Was saying that I think that Monty Python is very dated and not funny.
It's funny to me that people are still up in arms about that, because it just seems like, especially the people that are listening, were they really watching Monty? I mean, it's old.
I felt like
it's older than me. I looked, and most of their stuff came out like 73 to 75.
Yeah, I felt like when I was watching it, like in junior high, it was old then.
Yeah,
and I was like, God, that was so fucking long ago.
Now, I'm fucking old, dude. I'm 35 years old, and they put out Life of Brian like the year before I was born. You know?
Okay, but. And I'm not to argue with you, because we're getting along so well this morning.
Fight.
But that scene in Life of Brian where the Roman soldier catches like the vandal or whatever, he's like, I'm sorry, it's still very funny. Like when he gives him the grammar lesson and like walks him through how to like, I don't know, what does he say? Like get out like Romans or something like that. And like
Romans go home.
Romans go home. And he like messes up his Latin. So then like the Roman soldier takes him aside and he's like, no, you're doing it wrong. Like here. And he gives him a whole like tutorial on how to. Anyway, still funny.
Can I also say that I think, on top of that, I think Terry Gilliam and John Cleese and Michael Palin are all very fucking funny. And I will watch any movie with John Cleese in it. And I like most of the movies that Terry Gilliam directs, except for that fucking Brothers Grimm movie. It was a steamy pile of
Yeah.
shit. Time Bandit's one of my favorite movies of all time. I like the dude.
It does not hold up. Have you watched it recently?
Time Bandits?
Yeah, it's very, very, very
Near
long.
and dear to my heart. Anyway, so what's up with you?
Well, we got off on a tangent, but after
Yeah, we
the
did.
Beatles talk, I was going to segue into more music talk with the new Girl Talk album that came
What
out
do you
on
think?
Monday. It's good. I like it.
Gus is talking about the new Girl Talk album All Day, which came out Monday and broke the internet.
I think it broke their internet. I don't know if it broke the internet proper. I think I like Feed the Animals more, his previous album, just because this one seems like a little more mellow. But it's still good. It's still really good. I don't want to sound like I'm talking shit about it.
I hear you.
I'm actually really excited about Mellow right now, so it's completely appealing to me.
Yeah, Griffin and I were listening to it in bed last night. Not like sexy bed or anything, just like
just married bed.
just married bed. Yeah, and
Each on the further side of the bed. As
we
well.
were just
That's
like
my favorite bed.
we were just like having a conversation and listening to music, and I hit my point where I fell in love with the album that last night. Like it was like. I agree with the mellow thing. Like, it's not nearly as frantic as Feed the Animals, but like it kind of, I don't know, it works. But like, if what you're looking for is mellow, it can't beat it.
Yeah, and that's
It's really
funny.
good.
I wanted to listen to it in the studio. I'm kind of I'm moving to the studio this week and hanging out with Monty back there, and so I wanted to listen to the new album, so I was telling him about it. But then he had never heard Girl Talk before, so I went and grabbed Feed the Animals out of the car, which is a lot more energetic. And then he's now just wanting to listen to that, and I've listened to that album way too much. But I'm letting him do his like work through the cycle of experiencing Girl Talk. But he listens to like club music first thing in the morning. Of course,
But
It's not first thing in the morning
That's like
for
middle of
him.
the
For
night
him,
for
it's like middle of the
He's
night.
about to hit the club.
Yeah, so like he gets out. It's like 8 in the morning, and I walk in, and it's just like techno.
He's raving.
10 p.m. He's got his glow sticks out with mocapping glow sticks. I will say this. I thought it was like more stripped down too, and I was looking it up on Wikipedia. I think that the songs actually have more samples in them than the previous. They're just they transition a lot smoother, and you don't notice it as much.
He's got like he's a little bit more subtle. I don't know, like he's refining his.
He's
skills.
matured.
I wish there was more of a recurring theme, like in Feed the Animals. There was the whole like play your part theme that I felt like was recurring and kind of tied the whole album together. And while the whole album still flows together, probably better than Feed the Animals did, there's no like recurring theme, if that makes sense.
I
It's
agree
a
with
little
that.
bit more ambient,
Right.
and
Yeah.
it kind of just which is nice. I think for working, it's nice because it doesn't
I could see that. Yeah,
quite
that's a
hit you
good
in the
point.
face with the music, but you can get into it.
There's like an artist flow though. Like he doesn't use the same songs over and over again, but he uses Rihanna over and over and over again, and he uses Lady Gaga
Yeah.
a lot. He just uses different songs and different cuts. But I found that to be interesting, and like I felt like Jay-Z was in almost every song when I was looking it up.
The
last
problem
night.
the problem with Girl Talk is that once you start to listen to it, it's hard to listen to those songs like the
Yeah.
originals anymore because
It's hard to listen to normal music. You can't listen to just one song at a time. You got to have like 3 or 4 going at once.
Yeah,
It's
and
true.
there's- and or if, like we made the mistake when we first were introduced to it. We're like, oh, this is great, I love this little bit. So we went and bought all the originals. We're like, obviously we're gonna love this, and we bought a lot of bad music because like we've like one little part of the song that he used,
Yeah.
but the rest of the song was horrible, and you realize, oh, that's why he took that one bit.
Right.
Yeah, or he took that bit that wasn't even good in the song, and he put a track behind it to make
Somehow
it good.
made it good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I was glad to see that there was another Missy Elliott section.
yeah, me
Yeah.
too.
The Missy
I like
Elliott
Missy Elliott a
Ramones.
lot. Yeah, I didn't like what he did with the Ramones there, but I like the Missy Elliott. stuff.
I liked it. 'Cause you said that it made the Ramones list interesting, but I think that it was the space. It was like the timing that made it interesting. I can see that you've got some kind of weird.
He was playing the pauses. You got to listen between the notes.
Are you making a reference to the new Karate Kid?
Yeah, I
Okay.
was actually. That's just something people say anyway.
Okay, I had no idea what was going on.
Griffin
we
and
just
I
recently watched
Griffin
the
and
new
I
Karate
watched
Kid.
the new Karate Kid.
Did you?
I really liked it, and Millie loved it. So
It was pretty good.
she ran around the house trying to punch us.
That seems like the appropriate reaction. No, appropriate reaction probably would have been a kick.
Yeah, she kicks too.
Okay.
She kicks hard, dude. She goes straight for the knees.
She's got huge feet.
I watched Grown Ups the other day.
You did not like it.
streaming. No, that movie was terrible.
Jeff liked it more than I, but we watched it. It was the first thing we watched on the TV. We have to replace our old one, and so we got one that I don't know what the deal is. Like, it just doesn't look right.
It's got 120 hertz refresh rate, as our old TV had a 60 or 65, and it makes television look like a British sitcom.
It's
weird.
horrible, yeah. And so I couldn't get over it. Like,
it might have been that movie. That movie was terrible.
was it?
Yeah.
Because it looks
It
so
takes some
bad,
getting
I just
used
couldn't
to.
get into it.
No, it's translated into other stuff we've watched too. But I will say, I don't know what it is about the dude, but Colin Quinn makes me laugh. No matter what, if I see Colin Quinn, I'm laughing.
Yeah.
Dude's right. And the guy with the crooked eye, that was his buddy.
When I first saw Colin Quinn, I thought he was Ed O'Neill as Al Bundy. Like I was like, is that Al Bundy? No, that's Colin Quinn.
He
What
did
the
look
fuck?
Al Bundy-ish.
Well,
Yeah.
he's getting up there.
Man, have you tried? The other night, Jeff passed out on the floor like at 10 p.m., so I was kind of up to entertaining myself. So I decided to try to rewatch Married with Children because I found it on Netflix. I can't watch that anymore. It's just completely unwatchable.
I think it was pretty unwatchable when it first came out.
Wasn't it?
Yeah.
I guess it was just like, I don't know how old I was, but just like when I was younger, and I think this is typical for a lot of teenagers, you just have insomnia. Like you just can't sleep at night. So I would watch like horrible bad television, but it was more enjoyable, I guess, in context.
You guys are crazy. That show is watchable just for every scene with Christina Applegate in it. I don't know how you could. I mean, I have no idea what. I've watched Married with Children 1,000 times. I have no idea what the show's about, but I know every outfit that she wore in every episode.
I will say I do like the dog. I don't know what kind of breed that is, but the dog is awesome.
It was just some mutt, wasn't
Like
it?
a
I guess
sheepdog
so,
kind of mutt.
but yeah, it was a cool looking dog.
So you said you were watching. Where'd you watch it on Netflix? They have it on
I
streaming.
think so. It must have been Netflix.
Yeah, it was Netflix streaming.
Yeah, because I don't know. I didn't want to buy anything, but I wouldn't buy it. You know.
Has there been any news on when Hulu's coming to the Xbox?
When they announced it, they said that it would be coming in early next year, I believe.
I think Sony just opened up Hulu to everyone. You don't have to be PlayStation.
I'm pretty sure they did.
Plus anymore. I think anyone can do it on the PS3. So
I think what Microsoft said is that they weren't going to do they wanted Hulu on the Xbox to be an Xbox experience, like a full Xbox experience with like Kinect support and all of that. So they weren't just going to copy and paste Hulu into the dashboard and have it be its own half-assed kind of way. And so they wanted to take the time to develop Hulu properly for the Xbox.
well, I could see that. I feel like the
I
Netflix
totally agree.
implementation on the 360 is way better than the implementation on the PS3 and on my other Blu-ray player I have.
Well, PS3 they finally just dropped the disc, right?
Yeah.
Which is, I mean, good for PS3 owners because that disc is fucking retarded.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, the Netflix experience, and it gets better every update. Like the search functionality.
Oh, thank God there's search.
I used to have Apple TV before I got stolen, and the search on Apple TV is so slow and kludgy compared to the way they have search on Netflix. It's great.
I just want to get Kinect support into Netflix.
Yeah,
finally.
I hear you. It's coming, right?
Hopefully.
Down the road.
But I guess Hulu also announced today that they're dropping the price on Hulu Plus.
It's $7.99.
Yeah, and now it's open to where anyone can sign up.
Yeah.
And anyone who was in the preview and paid $9.99 a month, I guess, gets that credit back for the extra money they spent.
Oh, we do?
Yeah.
That's it. You were in the program too, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
I signed up like the day it came out.
I'm a big fan.
Yeah, so I highly recommend everyone sign up for that because it's well worth it.
Yeah.
And it'll be on the 360 soon.
It will be, yeah, someday.
So have you been playing a lot of what have you been playing over at Achievement Hunter?
I've been playing personally a lot of Fable 3. Jack handled Call of Duty and Star Wars, Force Unleashed 2, and then I'm transitioning into Brotherhood right now, which is a really good game.
I might actually. I'm
Maybe
thinking
Game
about-
of the Year contender.
I still have to finish Fable 3, and I haven't really had time to play it. But now I'm seeing you watch Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, and I'm like, oh, maybe I want to switch. Like,
Yeah, she was watching me play last night. She's like,
It's so
"This game
pretty.
is so pretty.
It's very
It's a
pretty."
shame about all the killing. I'd like to just play it."
now that's the thing. Sometimes, like, I kind of like to just wander around in video games, and I just hate sometimes when I'm like, oh, I'm getting attacked again. I just wanted to look at this building. You know?
It's just like real life.
It also has the functionality in that game where you can buy properties and manage them and that whole thing too. So that's super appealing to her. So
I know, I love it, and it's
she owns every building in Fable 3.
Do you?
Or all the ones available
You must
to me at the
must pay
moment.
a lot of repair money.
I do,
She does.
yeah, but it's worth it.
I wish that was a little easier. I
Happy
wish there was
attendance.
an easier interface for the repair.
I agree with that.
Well, here's the thing. Fable 3 is a lot more like streamlined, but it's streamlined the point of the game out of it. To me, like, I don't know. I don't enjoy it as much as Fable 2, and I was hoping to just, I don't know. I've been focused on just beating the game and like getting through the story, and then later on, like, and this sort of happened with Fable 2 too. Like after I beat the game, then I had a lot more fun with it because I was just doing the fun stuff. But the fun stuff's kind of taken out of Fable 3 because it was, I think, to make it simpler for people.
I don't like the one thing that I really don't like, and I didn't realize that I liked it in Fable 2. I don't like that they've taken the skill out of interacting with
Yes.
with NPCs. Like in Fable 2, you had you had the bar and you had to try to hit it to like
And
have
you also
great
had,
interactions.
you could also pick, and maybe you can do this in Fable 3, I just haven't figured it out, to pick what interaction you have. But
you can buy those interaction packs in the Road to Rule.
I did buy them,
Oh,
but they
really?
just come up. As far as I can tell, they just pop up randomly.
Right, yeah, you have to select what they have, like either a good one or a bad one. You can't choose
You can't
which good
choose
one
which
or which
one.
bad
I
one.
also don't understand why the icons float around.
Yeah.
Like, there's
'Cause
no...
it's always the same. You're like good, like middle, bad. You know?
I also wonder why you can't just perform an expression just to perform it. Like in Fable 2, you could just perform it and then people would see it and they'd react. Now you have to like choose a specific
Yeah.
person and only they react.
You know, that's a really good point.
I do kind of. I will say I don't mind that aspect of Fable 3 where like you select the person, you go into this other sort of zone where you're only talking to them, because sometimes it was like you were saying, Esther, when she was playing, at least she said that like she would actually be like kissing or flirting with somebody who wasn't her husband.
Yeah, by
because she was
accident.
trying to select her husband and it didn't work out.
Another,
That doesn't work in real life, I don't think.
another problem I had with Fable 2 was like the downside to doing those expressions to a group of people is when they'd start following you and they'd follow you into a house and then you couldn't get out because there were like so many
Yeah.
people crowded around you.
That's true, and it's even worse with
Yeah.
multiplayer, like or not multiplayer. What's the when
Co-op.
somebody's- co-op? Yeah, and then it's like you can't get anywhere.
Yeah, but luckily you don't get throngs of people following you in your house anymore.
Yeah, it's like it's kind of six of one, half dozen of the other. You know, it's like I appreciate the improvements. I kind of miss some elements, but I can understand why they were taken out. But you know, you lose some of the fun, but you have less aggravation in general playing the game. You know,
Right.
Plus, when you had all those people following you in Fable 2, the frame rate would fucking die.
Yeah, it would.
And that was the worst. You get like 10 people following you, and you're like, ah, shit. Well, we're gonna have 5 frames a second now until I get out of town.
Just do some magic, fucking disperse them.
I do
Yeah.
like that as a girl, you don't get like you don't suddenly look like. I don't know if you fought at all or you ate anything to heal yourself. Like you just got like
Yeah.
huge and non-feminine. And,
I
like,
kind of miss the idea of the body change. I mean, I know that,
Yeah.
that your weapons modify, and that's cool, but I miss like scars and
yeah,
stuff.
and I do. I kind of miss that you had to do that more. Like you had to go and buy like if you wanted to be thin, you have to go get thinning put. Like now, I feel
Or
like there's-
celery.
Yeah. I don't know. I just don't feel like there's that level of intricacy that I really liked, and I know that it maybe slowed things down for people who just wanted to play the game.
Right.
But I don't know.
My wife hated that being evil made you like look evil and ugly in Fable 2.
She wanted a Dorian Gray sort of scenario.
Yeah. And,
Painting in her attic.
and she was always like she said she was always like looking around for celery. 'Cause
Yeah.
She was always eating like
That was
eating
fun.
food
That
and
was the fun
health.
part
and-
of Fable 2. Like you just knew all the places. You're like, okay, well, if I want to get cute again, I gotta go here.
yeah,
And, like,
I gotta
You
buy
know-
a bunch of
Whole
celery.
island.
All that stuff, that's another thing too. It's like you still have like your meat vendors and your food vendors and stuff, but I beat the game without ever eating a
Yeah.
single piece of food because there was no point. You know, I never felt an impetus to get it. You don't really dig it up or anything. It was just all potions.
Yeah, and usually get potions and chests right before a big
Right.
big
They,
fight,
they
so-
they definitely give you potions when they know you're going to need them.
I feel like it's Fable with training wheels. I feel like it's kind of a little.
Oh, speaking of that, did you guys see the Fable DLC announcement? I didn't tell you about this.
No, I didn't see that.
Yeah, there's in Bowerstone, the DLC is going to be you're going to discover a city under Bowerstone called Understone, I think. And you're going to go and that's going to quest down there and explore and meet all these people and figure out who's controlling them. And then there's going to be some like arena type stuff where they repurpose Reaver's Arena into a thing that you can go and do challenges in. And
cool.
it comes out next week, I think. So next week or the week after.
That's cool. They announced the first New Vegas DLC as well
Like
today.
a treasure kind of thing or
What's
something.
it called? Yeah, Dead Money, I think it's called.
Yeah.
Are you still playing? Or are you done with New Vegas?
I finished it. When the DLC comes out, I'll buy it and I'll go back and play it.
Okay, what are you playing right now?
Right now, I'm kind of between stuff. I was playing Fable 3, and I kind of put that on hold for a little while. I've been playing some Black Ops.
I've been playing, actually, for fun, I've been playing Reach again. The other day I decided I wanted to figure out how to get Carter's helmet. There's a Avatar award to get Carter's helmet. You have to beat a level on Legendary without dying. I wanted to see how hard that would be. And I was able to do it, and actually Carrie made a video. I had Carrie make a video for it that we'll put up today. But then I started, I still have to get my Lieutenant Colonel, and I'm a captain right now. So I started playing, and it doesn't get me any closer. I don't get any CR for playing it, but now that Infection is its own game type, man, I could play that for hours on hours on hours. That game is so much. I don't know what it is about Infection, but that is such a fun game type.
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
So that's what I've been playing for fun at home lately.
What are you playing, Griffin?
Oh, actually, I've been really busy. We've been kind of amping up production here. So Jeff's been kind of like he finishes and then he'll go and like be the good parent, and I haven't really been home much.
So
I'll be the
Jeff's-
good parent. I'll throw a peanut butter and jelly sandwich in Millie's face, and then I'll go play Halo.
And they were like,
Jeff's
hey,
been
let's
playing
sit on the
games for
floor.
two.
Oh yeah. So we've but the problem right now is that our living room has nothing. Like the thing about getting robbed that sucked. Like we got robbed when we were out of the house, and all of our furniture was pushed off into storage, and so but we've been too tired to like put the house back together. So we've got Rob, but it feels like every single thing in our lives was taken because there's nothing in the house. So we've been sitting on pillows on the living room floor.
I feel like
on the
I'm
hardwood
19
floor.
again in my first apartment.
Yeah,
Nice.
It's terrible.
I think at 19 I had more furniture. Like I had a chair at least.
There's nothing worse than having to sit on the floor, but at least the floors are new. You just had them redone,
Oh,
right?
they're beautiful. And I'm actually, that's something now, like I don't really want to move our shitty furniture back in because it's all torn up by the cats and the floor is so pretty. I don't want to it's going to make everything else look worse. But I don't know.
Griffin's fucking cat decided to celebrate the new floors by pissing in all the floor vents,
Yeah.
which is awesome.
She's mad at
She
us.
did 4 times. So that was great. Hey, you saw the I've been excited about a movie for a long time that I heard was coming out called Your Highness. Danny McBride and James Franco and Natalie Portman and Zoe Deschanel. And it got announced like maybe a year ago, and it's like supposed to be like a medieval version of Pineapple Express is how it was described.
Right.
Did you see the Red Band trailer today?
Yeah, I did.
Whoa, that was really disappointing.
That might be the longest trailer I've ever seen in my life.
I don't think I've ever seen that many people I like in something I like that little. You know, it was terrible.
Why make the trailer? I mean, why make the trailer that long? You have to see it. I don't know. It seems like for that you might want to just like pick one or two little choice things.
It was also weird to me that like the first half of the trailer was like they're trying to go like super slapstick comedy, and then like halfway through it's like super action movie. Then it goes back to comedy. It's like
yeah, it felt like a 14-minute trailer. I will say this though, Natalie Portman was in a thong in it. That was pretty cool.
A medieval thong.
Well,
medieval thong.
James Franco's in it, so there you go.
Yeah, whoop-de-doo.
There's something for everyone.
Oh my god.
And Danny McBride does not do the British accent well.
That's the thing.
That's going to be hard to listen to.
And as part of his charm is that like kind of rednecky sort of thing he's got going, and it's like he just took that away. So what does he have?
Wouldn't it have been funnier if they all just had their normal American accents in that setting? Wouldn't that in itself have been hilarious?
Sort of like, what is that, Connecticut Yankee in King Arthur's Court?
Yeah, exactly. Or like Martin Lawrence in Black Knight.
Yeah, no, but we'll see. I think that movie comes out early next year. Maybe it'll be okay.
It's true. I've seen bad trailers for great movies before.
Right.
So, never know.
We were not blown away by the first Avatar trailer, but that movie turned out to be awesome. Go ahead and open it. See who's there.
All right.
Come in.
I can't get out of
Do you know
my
how to
chair.
open a door? Yeah. What's up, Monty?
Monty wants to know, for anybody listening to the podcast right now, Monty wants to know where the Radio Shack is.
Oh,
I didn't know there was
computer
one.
might know at radioshack.com.
Maps.google.com/RadioShack78748.
Hey Jeff, I have a metaphor.
A metaphor for me. Okay, what is it?
Remember when we were playing?
Do you want to use the microphones and get in on this?
Here you go, Monty.
Remember when we first playing Halo Reach, and you were like, "How can games not be art?" Right? Because they had like those cool sculptures and stuff.
I do remember that.
Right, and it's like, I remember you guys were pretty surprised when you heard that. What was his name? Roger Ebert would say games is not art.
Sure.
Because he's a smart guy, right?
I wouldn't say surprised, just disappointed.
Yeah, right. I'd say the metaphor for that would be you could hang the Mona Lisa in a strip club, but that doesn't change the fact that you're standing in a strip club.
Doesn't change the fact that it's still the Mona Lisa, though.
Right, but the Mona Lisa is art, but what you do in a strip club isn't art.
That maybe not to you, but to some of us it is. Absolutely art.
That's questionable at best.
But I think that there's something to be said. I think that what you're saying is context is sort of how
Right,
you interpret
right.
things, and that's true. I mean, if you take, there's a lot of art. Like we went and where did we go?
Strip club?
No. In London, when we were there visiting.
I
Gavin.
heard Texas has a lot of good strip clubs.
British strip club, yeah. I know what you're talking about.
No, please just answer my question. The museum we went to, it was
The Tate Modern.
Tate Modern. There's a lot of stuff in there that really does not seem that like great, or that took a lot of skill to do, or even like a lot of I don't know, it just isn't that awesome. But you put it in a giant awesome museum, and you frame it right, it's great, and it's art, and it's considered art because you're there looking at art.
Right.
Well, art doesn't have to be difficult, right? I mean, there's beauty and simplicity. It's all about the expression and the statement.
But presentation
Plays a lot.
But
plays a big part, too.
back to gaming, right? A game isn't defined by just what it's contained. It's also about what you do with it. So, like, I think maybe the argument against gaming and art is just be like, you can put as much art into it. That doesn't make the game itself art.
You could make the exact same argument about strippers. It's what you do with them.
Okay.
It's how you work what you got.
Yeah.
That's what we're getting down
Gotcha.
to here.
All right, that's enough of me.
I've never understood why people get so impassioned about what Roger Ebert said about gaming not being art. What does it matter? It's not his medium.
Goodbye.
All right,
Yeah.
see you, Money. I think the problem is that he's such a liked and respected and insightful and smart dude that pretty much everybody, if you know who Roger Ebert is, you like him. And he's a really likable guy, and he's a smart guy. And not just in the realm of movies, but he's politically smart, and he's socially smart. And if you follow him on Twitter or you read his blogs, the guy's a really interesting dude. So it's just disappointing to see somebody who you respect on that level be so dismissive of something that's so important to so many people. But, fuck it, who cares?
Yeah, people get so impassioned about it and always want to talk about it. It's like, yeah, we talked about it. I mean,
yeah, I know.
How long ago did you say that? 4 or 5 years ago?
It's been a while. Then he reiterated it.
Right.
But yeah, who cares, right? Just play your fucking video games and have fun.
Play games. If you know it's art, it's art.
Yeah.
It's all about what it is to you, I guess, right? That's
Absolutely.
what art is, right? It's how you interpret it. So, not a big deal. So if you think it's art, you can make it art. You have the magic in your hands, in your eyes.
The power up is in you.
All right, that's enough of that. Did you see that article that came out last week, or is it this? Whatever, it came out over the weekend that the U.S. was smuggling Nazi scientists into the U.S. after World War II.
It's fucking crazy, dude. That is so fucking crazy. That's talk about video games. That's a plot of every pseudo World War II video game you've ever played.
Yeah,
right? I feel like I'm playing this is like a Wolfenstein article,
or like an alternate reality game where it's like in World War II the Germans won, or Nazi scientists were smuggled out and worked on secret government programs.
What was that mech game you used to play on the
Steel Battalion?
No, on the Xbox. It maybe read something that it was exactly that, and the game started with a bunch of old war footage of Nazis winning World War II, and then you were fighting mechs in the 80s, but you still had all the World War II era technology.
Yeah, what game was that?
Red. It wasn't Red Steel or Red. It was some Red. Fuck, I don't remember. You loved that game though. You played it a lot.
Yeah, that was
an Xbox One game.
Xbox game.
Or it might have been PS2.
No, I think it was Xbox. I don't remember what it was. It wasn't. No, I don't know. You got me stumped.
All right, sorry. I remember when we lived together, you were always playing it.
Well, if you find it, you can link it later.
There you go.
Yeah, I'll have to look it up later, and it's going to drive me crazy. I'm not going to be able to think about anything else for the rest of the podcast.
Yeah, the craziest thing, while you're obsessed with that, the craziest thing about that article is that we smuggled all of the Nazi, not all, I'm sure, but a lot of Nazi science. What Gus is talking about, we smuggled a ton of Nazi scientists into America at the end of World War II because we didn't want the rest of the world to get them, because these were some smart motherfuckers. And what they've discovered now, I think, was it NBC, Gus, that figured this out?
I heard on NBC.
The government commissioned a study to determine what happened to all of those scientists at the end of World War II that just kind of disappeared. And in the early 2000s, they came to the conclusion that, we, the United States government, actually brought them to America and put them to work secretly, and so they buried the study and tried to bury it so that it never got it never saw the light of day. And then NBC broke it a couple weeks ago, or maybe even last week. And the crazy thing is that they were most of them were rocket propulsion scientists, and or a lot of them were, and that the explosive growth we had when we caught up to Russia in the space program was all fueled by those Nazi scientists. Yeah, Nazi scientists put us on the moon.
It was the scientist who was working on the V2 rockets for Germany is the guy who invented the Saturn V rocket that the Apollo missions used to get to the moon.
So, Hitler put us on the moon in a lot of ways, which is fucking crazy.
Well, it kind of goes to show that, you have somebody who's talented. They're usually working for whoever's, able to support their research or whatever. It doesn't
or who's captured them and put them in a laboratory and said, we'll kill your family.
Right. So, you can't always, I don't know. I know there's that whole, I was just following orders kind of thing, which you can't really agree with. But at the same time, a lot of people, if they're pushed into something and they're told this is the only way you're going to go to jail if you don't do this, then...
Dude, it's how Iron Man came to be, right?
A very good point.
Yeah. Necessity is the mother of invention. Dude had to break out.
All right, well, we shouldn't go too long because I know we have a lot of production stuff that we need to wrap up today.
We do. We have a lot going on.
Before we take off, is there anything else anyone wants to talk about?
I want to
mention that Kinect sold 1 million units.
1.3 million units worldwide in the first 10 days in the Americas, and then 4 days in the rest of the world, which is fucking awesome. It sold 950,000 units in America in the first 10 days, and as compared to the Move, which had in a month, I think, sold 250,000.
Oh, really? I hadn't heard the Move numbers.
Yeah, the Move numbers were about identical. I think they sold 1.1 million, but almost all of their sales were in Europe. And it's like the reverse. I mean, the Move did very well in Europe and did a lot better than Kinect in Europe. But I guess they have a larger installed fan base there. So yeah, but Kinect seems to be a smash hit for Microsoft. I think I even read that it sold about as many. They sold about as many Kinects in the first 10 days as Wii's were sold in the first 10 days.
Oh, that's crazy.
Which is crazy to think about. But then you also take into consideration
supply constraints.
Yeah. So also I read that the 360 has sold 3.5 million copies this year, and it won the console battle this year. 360 outsold Wii and PS3 handily this year.
Wow.
Yeah, so good for them.
I have one little thing before we go. I just wanted to let everyone know who's been asking me. Immersion is going to come out soon. It's going to come out really soon. I can't give like a specific date, but for anyone asking, it's still around, and we're about to start releasing episodes.
Yeah, one of the things we like to do, maybe I should clarify, one of the things we like to do, especially with an unproven concept like Immersion, is we like to get 5 or 6 or 7 episodes under our belt before we start to release them, because it gives us a cushion, a production cushion, but also you don't want to make like an episode, think it's something's, and this is, I would recommend this for anybody who wants to make an online series. You don't want to make like a first episode and go, oh yeah, this is great, and put it up, and then have people the next 7 days later going, hey, where's episode 2? And you realize that it was a lot harder to make, or things didn't work out the way you wanted it to, or you weren't happy with the way the production went, and then you go, oh shit, I either can't release it or I have to release something I'm not happy with. And so we've got 5 or 6 immersions under our belt now.
Yeah, and part of it too is that when we started in our heads, it was like an easy concept that would be easily achievable, and it's turned out to be a little bit more complex as far as production.
Well, all the science, right?
Right.
lots of precise measurement
there
involved.
You go. So, we had to get a slide rule, and then we had to hire somebody to teach us how to use it. I don't even know what a slide rule is.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I
know it's referenced.
It's on its way. Don't worry.
Okay, great.
There you go.
All right, is that it?
I think so. Revelation CDs in iTunes and in stores.
You said that just came out this week.
Yeah.
And, RT Shorts Season 2. Is that right?
Oh yeah, pre-order RT Shorts Season 2.
That's on our website, not iTunes.
Not iTunes.
And
I think I saw, and I could be wrong about this, but I think I saw Reconstruction and maybe Recreation on Zune Marketplace last night.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, you might want to double check that and then cut this out if that's not correct.
Well, maybe everyone should go check.
Maybe everyone should go check.
All right. Well, thanks for listening.
Bye.
Bye.